this video, we are going to explore the Grok Imagine video generation suite on the Venice platform. Now on Venice, Grok is completely private. Your generations are not stored anywhere. So we're going to play around with it in 3 different ways on the Venice website. First, we're going to use the Agentic Chat. Then we're going to use the standard chat. And then we are going to play with it inside the Venice Studio. Now you'll notice that these Grok Imagine Private models are indeed private. Your prompts and generations are not stored anywhere. This is huge for privacy and allows us to perhaps play around with video generations that we otherwise wouldn't create. So for example, here's a headshot of me, and perhaps you're someone that appreciates their privacy and does not want to put photos of yourself or your family on the internet or give them to an AI, fully understandable. Well, in this case, if you wanted to have some fun, you could use the Venice apps to play around with some private photos and know that they're not going to be trained in some AI dataset somewhere. We'll say, I want a video created with Grok Imagine of me at the beach with my dogs. Create this image to start out that we can then turn into a 16 by 9 5-second video. And so what Agentic Chat will do is create the base image of me at the beach that we will then feed into the image to video model, Grok Imagine, to create the video of me at the beach with my dogs. We will compare this in just a moment to the regular chat where we do this manually. So here we go. Very simple process. There it is. Now, without me having to say or click anything, the agent is now going to create a prompt and prepare this video. So I'll say yes, generate video. It's going to cost 44 credits. And I do have an option to shut this warning off in case I just wanted to go for it in the future, but I'm going to leave that on just in case it does something that I find incorrect and I want to make sure it polishes up before we spend the credits on generating the video. And here we go. There I am with my dogs at the beach, smiling, having a great time. And once again, this is completely private. There is no AI model out there that will now be trained on my beautiful beach face and my flannel shirt. Okay, so now let's compare that to the classic chat using Grok Imagine Private. The first thing we will need to do is click this little plus button and click Edit Image and upload the photo of me. Here we go. Now I need to find a model that's acceptable. Now, since we're doing a private workflow here, let's use Grok Imagine because it's private. We'll say remove my shirt and put me at the beach with 2 dogs. And now we will click Edit Image. It will cost 4 credits. Okay, there we are. Looks like the dogs have buried me. So let's try that again. I'll click this Regenerate button. And perhaps it was Grok Imagine that did it. Let's try Grok Imagine High Quality. And notice how it enhanced the prompt for us. This is here in the advanced settings. It automatically will enhance the prompt. Okay, great. So now it's enhanced my abs. Always appreciated. Thank you, Grok. And so now we have our base image. And now there's one thing we want to do here before we click this Create Video button, and that is edit it to change the aspect ratio. We want to change it to 16 by 9 because that will make a horizontal video. If we wanted to keep it vertical, we could use tall for Instagram Reels, for example. And you'll notice that not all image editing models will allow you to do that. So Fire Red Image here is still private and allows you to do that. But Grok Imagine will keep aspect ratio automatic. So we'll switch over to this Fire Red Image Edit and we'll change to 16 by 9. I'm going to toggle off the prompt enhancement and we'll just say extend the scene to 16 by 9. Now we have a widescreen image. So now I will click this button, Create Video, and we'll see it fills everything in down here with this image as the first frame, but it'll default to the WAN 2.7 model, which is uncensored, but it's anonymous. Your request is going to be anonymized through Venice to the WAN provider. We are excited to use an actual private model here, which is Grok Imagine Private. So I'll take that, and this default prompt, create a video bringing this to life, is probably fine, but we'll just say the man plays with his dogs on the beach as people walk by. And we'll click the toggles here. 5 seconds sounds pretty good to me. 720p or 480p is what's available to us here. 44 credits. And we'll shoot that off. So you'll notice that there are a few more steps involved when using the version 1 chat on Venice, but you do have more fine-tuned control. So this is one of the trade-offs here. And as soon as this is finished, we'll check out the Venice Studio, where there is yet another way to generate your videos with Grok Imagine. Okay, here we go.
Ready? Go get it. Good boys. Bring it back. Yes, good job.
All right. And cool, it's a total beach scene, right?
Ready?
We've got people, they're
Go get
playing.
it. Good boys. Bring it back.
It's really a powerful
yes, good
generation
job.
model. And it's private. Okay, so as promised, let's check out the Venice Studio next. You see you've got the link over here in the sidebar. So here in the studio, we have different tabs. We can generate an image like we did before. Like if I didn't have a picture I wanted to work with, we can edit the image just like I did before. We can generate audio and music. We can see here is a soundtrack I was working on before. We can generate voice and sound effects here. We can generate video, which is why we're here. So here I can select multiple models in case I want to see what a generation would look like in different models and not have to wait to reprompt each one as you would in the original chat. We are going to play with Grok Imagine, but just for fun. Let's also see what WAN 2.1 Pro and LTX video would look like. Now, the models that are showing up here are based on this filter. And there's no filter set right now, it's all the models. But if we wanted to try just image to video models and private models, then we can see all the models available to us. So if we stick with these 3 models, for example, then down here, we can add our image and our prompt and start generating. Here's the thing though, we're going to take this to another level and we're going to use reference to video. If you've never played with reference to video, this means you add reference images and you tell the model what you want them to do. So let me show you what that means. I will add me as a reference. I can also click this plus icon and find images that are already stored in my browser on Venice. All the images we've been working on. For example, these beach images. So I'll take this Cyberpunk image, for example, and I'll add that here. And you can add up to 7 reference images here with Grok Imagine R2V Private. And I'll say, put tag image 1 into the Cyberpunk world of image 2. He is being chased by aliens. Now, what if we put a picture of an alien in here? I'll come over here to image and I'll just generate an alien image. We'll say square default and I will use another private model. And now we have an alien. So I'll come back here and I'll click this plus add from assets and I'll add the alien. Boom. Then I'll remove this. He is being chased by image 3. And we can make that a little bigger so we can see the menu here. He's being chased by image 3. Now I'll click the settings here. 8 seconds sounds good. We'll make it 720p resolution, 16 by 9. Perfect. Now we're going to generate with Grok Imagine reference to video private. I'll send this off. Now, earlier when we got here, I showed you that I selected multiple models. Well, the thing is that if we choose image to video, private models, Grok Imagine is the only private model that allows you to add reference images like this. These other image to video models, even the regular image to video Grok Imagine Private or WAN 2.1, it will allow you to upload one image. So for example, I could put this fun image of me with 2 dogs in the Cyberpunk world. And I can just put that, but I can't tag it as references and say different things to happen. I would just say the dogs and man are playing until an alien comes and attacks them. And then we can ship that off and it will queue these generations in 2 different models here. We see that there, and then they will process and generate. And we don't have to wait until one is finished to send another one. We can send as many as we want into our queue. It's very convenient in the Venice Studio. So now here we go. Cool. I am being chased by an alien. Okay. Fully private, ladies and gentlemen. No one will ever see this. I don't even know what to say about this. So we'll wait for those to finish. But really, these R2V models, you can get very complex. Once again, you can upload up to 7 references and tag them all inside of your prompt. And the detail of that, you're not going to be able to accomplish so well in just an image edit because it's a video. Maybe not every subject is in the frame at the same time. But the reference to video models allow us to really pinpoint what we want to show up and when, and even make multiple video generations, of course, which we won't talk about this time, but you can edit your videos here in the movie editor in the Venice Studio. And that's also really cool because I can just drag my videos down here once they're done. And that's really convenient. So for example, if I want to cut it after he stops chasing me, the alien is just like running in front of me, I can just cut it there. And then we could find some music and we can drag that in. I should have some music somewhere. Yeah, so there's some music. I'll put that there. Okay, so that's a sneak peek as to what's possible. You can check out more tutorials on the Venice YouTube channel of how to use the studio for pretty cool workflows to create whole pieces of content with Venice. It's really amazing. All right, now we have our other 2 synced images done. Let's check them out.
Ready to play, pups? Catch me if you can! Intruders detected. Attack. What is that? Defend! Fight back, dogs! We got this!
Okay. All right, that's fun. Private. WAN 2.1. No sound. And just a little choppy and weird overall. Didn't really work out, that one. But that's why we might want to generate multiple models at a time to just see what does the best job. See what we like, give it all the same starting image, the same prompts, the same references. Boom. Have them all in a list so you can decide what you like the best for what you're working on. So enjoy your private video generations with Grok Imagine via Venice. Happy creating.